Welcome to this edition of Behind the Golden Shovel, brought to you by the Southern Carolina Alliance. I'm Robin Zimmerman. Did you know that the game of golf has a $3.3 billion annual economic impact in South Carolina? Well, in this edition, we'll find out how the CJ Cup and the RBC Heritage contributes to that impact. Marty Sauls has joined us. He is chairman of the board of the Southern Carolina Alliance, and very successful CJ Cup in Jasper County back in October. We've got the RBC Heritage right here on Hilton Head Island at Harbortown coming up in April. So Marty, welcome. And golf has such a major economic impact to this region, right?
It does, Robin, and thank you for having me. The CJ Cup in Congaree in Jasper County was a huge success last year, as well as the Heritage. The Southern Carolina Regional Economic Development Alliance has partnered with both over the past several years. And what a great venue when you're looking at one of the most popular courses in the world, really, the Heritage here at Harbortown, as well as the CJ Cup, and the amount of popularity that is surrounding that tournament as well has really provided a fantastic venue for our Economic Development Alliance to host our allies, our prospects, our industrial recruitment prospects, our elected officials, our site developers, site planners, etc. So it's really been an opportunity to showcase the beauty of our home and what the Lowcountry really has to offer.
And what we're hoping is that when they come, either to the RBC Heritage or CJ Cup, they decide this is a place that they want to settle and build their business.
Exactly, and one of the results that we had from our CJ Cup last year was an industrial prospect who is now working with the Southern Carolina Alliance to create 290 jobs and $125 million in investment in one of our industrial parks here in the Lowcountry.
So Marty, the individuals that actually come to these tournaments really help to showcase what we're all about.
Exactly. You know, we have our governor, our congressmen and elected officials here who greet our prospects, our industrial manufacturing prospects that we bring down to showcase our home. And what an important part of business is when the governor shakes your hand and welcomes you to the Lowcountry and to South Carolina and says, hey, we're here to help you in your endeavors. We appreciate your investment, your job creation, and what you're doing to bring more investment to South Carolina and to the South Carolina Lowcountry.
When businesses, industries come to our Lowcountry area, do you think they're surprised at what they see and the partnerships that they see that they can create with SCA and others?
I do, because it's hard to explain things via email or over the phone. When you shake someone's hand, greet them, spend time with them, and let them know that you care, they're important, and we welcome their investment, not only from an economic standpoint, but also just a way of life, their quality of life, and what we have to offer for their employees, because these owners are responsible for hundreds of people and their families, and when they move here, they're very much responsible and take that to heart.
And the whole purpose of the Southern Carolina Alliance is to, again, market our area, help these industries and businesses to understand if you come here, we will welcome you, the quality of life is first class.
It is a second to none. You know, last year we had over 400 visitors in our skybox here at the Southern Carolina Alliance, along with our governor and our senators and congressmen and local elected officials. And it was really, it creates an opportunity to showcase our home, not only on a national level, but a global level. When you look at the millions of dollars that are invested in marketing for both of these tournaments, as well as the CJ Cup in Jasper County, it's hard to replace that. In fact, it's hard to even put a price tag on that when you're marketing on a global scale, and certainly Hilton Head Island has that recognition on a global scale.
Thank you so much. Marty Sauls with the Southern Carolina Alliance. Both the CJ Cup and the RBC Heritage are important marketing events for the entire region, as they not only have a powerful economic impact to the area, but millions of dollars worth of publicity for the amenities and natural beauty. The Southern Carolina Alliance utilizes both tournaments to host industrial prospects, site consultants, developers, and other allies and partners. The tournaments provide outstanding opportunities to show off our region. Chuck Black is with me now. He's an environmental engineer, an investor in the Southern Carolina Alliance with your company.
S&ME in Charleston, South Carolina.
So, wow, what a great day and just spectacular.
Actually, the Chamber of Commerce weather, beautiful here in Jasper County at the CJ Cup. Loving to be here. Love that the state of South Carolina is focused on this event, and the eyes of the nation will be on our little corner of the state.
Great public relations and a great economic impact for this area.
Yeah, I found out today that the South Carolina Parks and Recreation and Tourism Group said it has an $80 million impact on the lower part of the low country of South Carolina. It's phenomenal.
A lot of folks don't even know where Jasper County is, or certainly Ridgeland, and to have a major PGA tournament here is pretty phenomenal.
Absolutely, and the fact that we've got these major tour players with us today on an outpost on I-95 just above Georgia is phenomenal, and I think that the outcome of this is going to be great for the region.
One of the series that we have is Behind the Golden Shovel with the Southern Carolina Alliance. And you were saying you're an investor in the Alliance. Why is that? Why is the Alliance so important to these counties in the Low Country?
Actually, I know it's been said on the Behind the Golden Shovel podcast a lot, but bringing jobs, employment opportunities to this region, which has been so overlooked in the history of development across the state, is vitally important. But investment by industries, the focus that it's bringing to workforce development and education has just been phenomenal in this part of the state.
William Fugate is with us now. He's Business Development Director with SkyDrive. And what do you think of this tournament?
Oh, it's beautiful. I as soon as I immediately came in the grounds here, we were welcomed with a beautiful lake there. It's just amazing.
So your company has made the decision to invest in this beautiful low country?
Yes, we have. SkyDrive will be announcing we'll be making our U.S. Market entry here through the South Carolina, and we'll be establishing our office here somewhere in the state.
And I think this is the first United States investment that you're making?
Yeah, this is for our company. This is our first, this will be our first satellite office other than Japan, so yes.
And why the low country of South Carolina?
Well, I say why not? It's such a beautiful place. We've been, I think, at the local and the regional and state level, they have a unified vision that really fits in well with what we're trying to do. So it just made a lot of sense for us to be here.
And the Southern Carolina Alliance has been, a big mover and shaker in this whole area, bringing in business and really showcasing in this golf tournament what we have here in the Low Country.
Yes, when it comes to, as a Japanese developer, we're kind of lacking in resources here in the United States, and yeah, everyone has just been so supportive, allowing us to establish our office here and then make introductions to companies that will fit within our ecosystem. So it's just been great. Yes.
And just very quickly, what does your company make? What does it do?
So we make flying cars. Yes, we make flying cars. So we call them electric vertical and takeoff landing vehicles. And we plan on making our debut in 2025 in Japan. And then shortly after that, be entering the U.S. market in 2026.
Very good. Thank you, William.
Thank you very much.
Jennifer and Rule Harsta are with us now. They are the proud owners and investors in a company in Hardeeville called Hardy Greens. So it's great to have you with us. And you have been in this area, though, for 21 years. And now you've decided to make this investment, Jennifer. Why?
Well, we just love this area. We've had the wonderful opportunity to live here and see the growth in our area. We've raised our children here. They've been educated in these school systems, and so this is home to us. And when we thought about what we would be doing for an investment for our family, this just seemed the right place to do it. It's close to home. It's close to our hearts, and we're just excited to get going.
So, Rule, tell us a little bit about Hardy Greens and what the business is all about.
Hardy Greens is something that I found on the internet not too long ago, that the desire for people to have fresh produce and not being shipped from Mexico, Arizona, or from California. And then I was thinking about, well, look at this vertical farming, because it's indoors and you can do it year round. And so that's why we started looking for some property, and we found it in Hardeeville. And we're about ready to close on the building and start the renovations, and hopefully in the beginning of next year we'll start producing all kinds of herbs and salads and whatever else we're going to grow.
And you'll provide jobs for the area as well.
We will. It's just everything that's growing and developing in this area. it's great to see new industry come and provide jobs, opportunities.
Jeff Bradley is joining us now. He is the South Carolina House Representative of District 123.
That's right, which is Hilton Head and Daufuskie Island.
So here we are in Jasper County. We're a little bit north of where you are, and where I live there as well. What do you feel like this PGA tournament, now 2 times in the last 12 months, has going to do to our economic area?
Well, I think it's terrific. I think it's great for the state of South Carolina, especially with the PGA, and I think that maybe you know what happened with the Heritage this week.
Yes.
I think that South Carolina's willingness to commit to the PGA the way they have with this tournament in April and again this year probably had something to do with their interest in trying to bring the RBC Heritage along. But this tournament in and of itself is magnificent. This is a great golf course, and what we have is thousands of people running through Jasper County, opening their wallet and using their credit cards to buy stuff, and we're just glad to have them.
An area that typically would not get the tourism in a, comparingly, as I said, to the Beaufort County area, the islands area.
Exactly, and I think that the state's commitment to the tournament from an economic perspective is going to be returned to them multiple fold. I mean, there's something like $250 million worth of advertising value that's supposed to be associated with this tournament, and the expenditure of the money in exchange for all that kind of ads are great for South Carolina and the tourist group that we market South Carolina to.
One of the prospects that visited during the CJ Cup in Jasper County looked at industrial property throughout the region. Now that company is working on a $122 million, 290 job project with SCA at an industrial site in Barnwell County. This year, for the CJ Cup, state officials estimated the economic impact was more than $80 million. Alvin Atkins is a member of Jasper County Council. It's great to meet you, great to have you on this gorgeous day at the CJ Cup.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here today.
So this county hasn't seen anything like this in a long, long time, to have a great tournament, to have all these folks out here and these great golfers and great fellowship.
Yes, ma'am. It's great, and it's a big excitement for the county. The county is growing, and we looking to do bigger things and better things for the county, and that's one of the things that county council is doing, is trying to put more things in place so people can be able to have something to utilize and enjoy themselves when they come through.
Well, and I think a lot of folks don't realize the beauty and the natural resources and the infrastructure that the Southern Carolina Alliance provides, so that companies and businesses can move to Jasper County and create jobs.
Yes, and that's one of the things that Carolina Alliance, they get out and they get people in these buildings, so they can create jobs, so people can be able to survive and take care of their family. But one thing I love about the CJ Cup is that it's beautiful. The place is awesome. I came out last year for a tour, and I just love the beautification of it, and meeting new people and being able to interact with new people.
Economic impact on the area is huge.
It is. For the town of Richland, we had a council meeting last night, and we were talking about this. How do we judge or gauge the impact? And it's hard for us to quantify. But we know the exposure is the key. The people are coming here, a lot of local, but obviously a lot are not. And it only takes one person, like the vision of this, the folks that did this, to come back to Jasper County, to come to Richland and move their industry here, move their business here. It's just the opportunities are, just open and unending.
Literally the world, with of course the Korean-based tour and the players and just the flair is just really, really neat.
It's special. Last night, my wife and I came out here yesterday. We were sitting at dinner, watching the golf and some of the recap, and you're watching an international show, and they're mentioning Ridgeland, and specifically Gillisonville, which is even cool. Like, where's Gillisonville? Where's Jasper County? So yeah, we're getting our little 5 minutes of fame, and we need to do something with it, and we're certainly going to try to do that.
You're looking at some more of the rural communities, Allendale, Hampton, Bamberg, Colleton. Events like this bring attention to us. Some of the employers come in. We've got some great industry coming in. Because of that, the employers worldwide recognize this is a great place to live and work, and they're setting up shop here.
It is. Weather year-round is wonderful. Scenery is wonderful. Why don't you share with the viewers a little bit about Jasper County here and some of the great things that you know about it?
Well, Jasper County is a great county. I'm living in Colleton County now, but did live in Jasper County in Hardeeville. It's just beautiful as far as the scenery goes, the economy, the people. The people are wonderful. It's the best resource that the county has is people. Great work environment, great employment environment.
And a lot of land available too, which is rare in the low country area.
Exactly.
So much opportunity. We're glad to talk with you and thank you for all that you're doing to help improve our economy in this area. And we hope that you enjoy the rest of your time here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I love small towns that get a visibility, and I have friends in Ridgeland, elected officials in Ridgeland and Jasper County, and I'm always there to help because they help us. So I think it's fabulous, and what I said then and I say now, it spreads. Several are in some of our hotels in Bluffton, and they're going to find their way. They go to the Heritage every year, so now they found another course that's suited for what they want to do is, a PGA event. And I just love it. I love it. I'm all about it. Whatever I can do to help shine the light on this town this week, I'm the one. And the economic development side of it is amazing. They met at the distillery in Bluffton last week, and they're here for the tournament, and it shows off you can move your business here, you can live within an hour and be anywhere you want, and we're open for business.
So we're one of the 7 or 8 regional alliances in the state of South Carolina, and our job is industrial recruitment and marketing. So essentially my job is to tell the world what a great place this is to live and work and to invest. And as I was telling one of our prospective companies last night, there's never been a better time to be a South Carolinian. I mean, we've been on the world stage ever since Nikki Haley was governor of the state and then a UN ambassador. Tim Scott is a rising star nationally as well. So they brought some attention to South Carolina. But in the meantime, in the last 30 years, with BMW, Volvo, Boeing, all these major companies investing in South Carolina, we've really gotten a lot of attention. And the big growth right now, we believe, will be on this I-95 corridor between Savannah and Charleston, because we have 2 of the best seaports in the country right here in our region. We're sandwiched in the middle. So I really feel like this is our time to shine. We're very excited.
Thank you, Kay. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The Southern Carolina Alliance anticipates hosting more than 400 guests during this year's RBC Heritage, with several active projects and key industrial real estate professionals, site consultants, and developers networking during the week.
Of course, here at Harbortown is a perfect site to talk about the economic impact that golf brings to the community. We are gearing up for the Heritage, and who better to chat with than Derek Payton to talk a little bit about what to expect and what this really brings here to our Hilton Head and Low Country community. Thanks for taking some time with us.
Thanks for having me.
So lots to discuss, really. I want to talk about this year's tournament, and a lot of growth has happened over the years. What is really the impact of this year going to be?
Yeah, it's 55 years of tradition that we just continue to build upon, and the community has embraced it for a long time, and this year's no different. We've got some exciting new things with our designated status. We just surpassed $50 million in charitable contributions since 1987, so that's what we're really proud of the most, is the community supports the tournament, and then the tournament supports the community in return.
Yeah, it's really exciting to hear the stories of who you all have impacted over the years and the organizations that have been, blessed with the contributions that the tournament has made, but the local businesses too. You know, it really impacts the community here in so many ways. Let's talk a little bit about, you know, just what this brings to local business.
Yeah, and first off, I wanted to just go back a little bit and touch on the charities. You know, some PGA Tour events, they have one designated charity that they make a huge impact on. We have over 85 charities that we make a fairly significant impact on. So it really is a great community effort in supporting all of the different initiatives in the community.
Yeah.
And sorry, I didn't answer your question specifically there, but from a business perspective, the economic impact of the tournament is $102 million annually. So what we noticed in the last, we do a study with Clemson and USC every 5 years. The last one was 2019. We see that close to 60% of the people that come to the tournament come back another time during the year to enjoy Hilton Head and what it has to offer.
Yeah, it's so amazing to hear about that. I'm glad you expanded on the charitable efforts and of course the businesses as well. Let's talk a little bit about volunteers. I know when the tournament first began, the area pretty much shut down. Everybody went to volunteer and now it takes a few more volunteers than that. Let's discuss that.
It really does. I think we're probably up to 1,600 official volunteers, and we even have high school football teams that contribute and others, so we're probably closer to 2,000. And we like to give back to those service clubs that are assisting, and then from a volunteer and individual perspective, we couldn't do it without them. I mean, they do so many jobs that you just need the manpower for, whether it's couriering the players back to the clubhouse, whether it's helping to park people in parking lots, or there's probably 20 different committees that they support us with, and we owe it to them to really thank them for what they do.
And speaking of thanking folks for what they do and what they put into this tournament, you and your staff are hard at work gearing up for this. We see them building in the background. Tell us just briefly, what things look like for you all at this time leading into the tournament.
Yeah, we are a few short days or weeks away, and so if we're not ready now, we'd be in a tough position. But we work throughout the year. We're already thinking about ideas for 2024. We're in a good place, and I think if Mother Nature can cooperate with us, we're going to be in great shape to conduct the best we've ever had.
Well, we greatly look forward to it. Thanks so much, Derek, for taking some time with us.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.
And that's a wrap for this edition of Behind the Golden Shovel and the tremendous economic impact that golf has on our region. See you next time.